Hello everyone, welcome to the Roastery. Thanks for checking out the video. A little bit about me. I have been a photographer for many years and just recently started picking up coffee roasting. With that, I have been part of some Facebook groups. It's a community of roasters, like hopefully yourself that is watching. And quite often they're looking for critiques on their roast levels. So one of the ways they have been doing that is posting photos of their coffee beans. And as a photographer, I see every photo is going to be different. The lighting is going to be different, so the color of the beans is going to look different. So when people ask for advice on their roasting ability and their roast levels, it's always going to be subject to change because the person looking at the photo is going to see a totally different color than potentially what's really going on in real life. So basically, I wanted to put together a little video on kind of the basics of lighting and setting your white balance. But ultimately, this is for the home roasters out there that want that good critique from others in the community and can learn a little bit about photography in the meantime. Okay, tools we're going to be using. As mentioned, phone, app, light source, so shop light or flashlight, and what's called a light box. So there's going to be some links down below to how to build a light box. And for our purposes, we are dealing with coffee beans. It's not very big. We don't need a lot of them. We really only need something about the size of the palm of our hand to photograph. So we're working with a very small light box. The links below will be larger light boxes, which is totally fine. They will still work. But I wanted to show you guys something that probably you will have in the house since you're coffee people. A coffee filter. This one in particular is a V60 coffee filter. The Chemex brand would be totally fine too. So basically, I am going to show you how to do this. Kind of make a crease so it sits always turn your phone off. Okay. All right. So I am basically creasing this so it kind of sits on end by itself and forms a little box, as you see. But basically you shine light through the sides and it makes this really nice soft looking light all around the beans. Nice uniform lighting. And we use the filter itself as our white balance point. Again, I'll go through that in a little bit if none of that makes sense. So stick with me. I'm gonna move things around and we'll show this setup. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is place your light box. Again, I'm using the V60 coffee filter. And after that, you can put your beans in here. Some people are going to want to just put one in with the bean cut in half, which is kind of why I made this video. Is I saw somebody cut a bean in half and to show the uniformity of roast levels, which was a really great idea. After that, you're going to want to find your light source. I have a shop light. It's got a pretty bright LED on it. Again, you're gonna need to use whatever you need. Whatever you have available, or if you want to go buy something just to do this, that's your call. So once you turn it on, crazy bright, you're just gonna want to move that around until it looks nice and even. Okay, I'm going to turn this off so everybody can see again. Once you have your light set up, you're going to want to move your phone into position, and I have my phone set up so it's just being propped up so I don't have to touch it. Again, everybody's going to have like a little bit different setup, which is totally fine. And I personally like to just touch on the darkest point of the photo on your phone. There we go. And I'm going to take the photo. All right, so here we go. I downloaded an application called Snapseed, and it is free to download. There are going to be some limitations on how you edit with it, but for our purposes, everything that's free in here will be anything you need. So we have our photo that we're going to use. The tools, you're going to want to click on the tools and find the white balance. The more even the light, the more brighter you have, the more flexibility you're going to have. Obviously, if you use a camera and not your phone, you're also going to have some more flexibility there, but wanted to try and keep this little tutorial as simple as possible. So, if you're in here with the tools and you hit white balance, you're going to want to click on this little eyedropper tool. In there, you can move this around anywhere you want to set your white balance. And if you notice, say I moved it to the beans, everything's going to look really blue. If I move it just slightly, it's going to dramatically change what the white looks like. So I click on a part, press on a part of the photo that you know is white. Hit check, zoom back out. And again, for our purposes, you might want to crop in just so all you're seeing are the coffee beans. Check. From here, if you want to brighten things up, please feel free. Again, quality of your light will depend on how much you need to kind of play around with the image here. So if you hit Tune Image, there's going to be these little like sliders to play around with. Click on Brightness, and then just slide it back and forth to your liking. Because basically from here, you're not changing the color of the beans. You're just changing how much detail you can see in them. And that's really what we're going for here. And from there, that's all I'm going to mess with in this image. And then you hit export, save to your phone, or you can share it socially, however you want to deal with that. If you zoom in, you get a lot of detail already in these beans. And just so everyone's aware, these are very old beans that I had laying around. And that's it. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope that is helpful. I hope you can use that in a way to upload those photos so everything's a little bit more uniform. So you know that the people looking at your photo, they're going to see what you're seeing pretty close anyway. With that said, if you guys have any questions about my setup, as you can see in the background, I have a Artisan. My particular model is a 6M, and I'm actually in my basement right now. More hopefully will be coming as the winter is coming, so I'll have a little bit more time to post some more videos about my setup and what I'm doing, things like that. So thanks a bunch. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good day.